Good evening, dear observer, listener, friend. Today we are going to talk about cosmic isolation. What if we really are alone in the universe? Have you ever imagined that? Most people often consider that we are teeming with life all over the universe, as this is the most normal point of view. But what if the opposite is possible? What if we really are alone in the totality of this immense space? Would that scare you? Would the idea of complete isolation in the vastness of infinity, of energy, light, and space scare you? Will it scare you to be the only being that is? Or will you see it as a means to an end, an opportunity? I mean, this in reality could be a massive opportunity, as that which represents the one of the universe filled with life. But why? Because if the cosmos is already full of advanced established civilizations, far more powerful and capable than we, it means that the opportunity to shape the coming reality of what is to emerge is more limited. But if we are the first ones to exist here, it means that we could shape a universe into whatever we want and choose, you see? In essence, the cosmos becomes an open canvas for any potentiality. The limit here will be only our imagination and creativity. Having no one in the universe could also mean safety, for although I imagine that beings far more capable than us humans in technology, philosophy, and civilization could be peaceful, that is not necessarily the only possible case. We have the example in our own world of this, like in the case of the Europeans coming to the American continent, where millions of people live and were less advanced in all manners of technologies of war, and how they treated the less capable indigenous people of the American continent, with invasions, war, genocide, and stealing of all the continental lands. At the same time, the opposite could be the case. Perhaps the beings from outer space could reflect their tremendous technological capacities with similar advanced spiritual and philosophical capabilities, and bring outstanding changes. We don't know how truly, intelligent will behave. They not necessarily will be, subjected to our moral codes or beliefs. They can either be peaceful and generous and wanting to help in our own evolutionary growth, or they could be cruel and destructive. Intelligence, does not mean that one thing will be this way or that way, or they will be good or bad. We don't know. To see the universe with life, let alone to really break free from the confinements of the earth, to begin moving into outer space will require the creation of a new collective consciousness for the human race, in order to master the energy and intelligence to build the systems required for this endeavor. For a car, plane, or computer to exist, a new consciousness that could dream these inventions had to be brewed. So this could be brought into manifestation, even though the potential for them to occur had always existed. For a humanity to endeavor outside the planet requires the full energy and creativity of the entire species. We can no longer think as nationals, as ethnicities, but as a species. That's the only way. Ironically, I believe to actually expand into the outer universe, I feel we must see ourselves truly alone in the totality of the cosmos, in order to not be handicapped with the idea that some benevolent God, alien, or Savior is coming to save us from ourselves. By this, we can only rely only in ourselves, our collective strengths, imagination, ingenuity, and goodwill to deliver the necessary changes to our world, civilization, to plant the fundaments for space colonization, actualization, and growth. When we understand that it's up to us and us alone to make the impossible become possible, we will succeed. It has been a long journey to reach this point where we are able to exit the planet and have people live outside of it, and even visit the moon. But I think as we move to the moon, Mars, and beyond, it will be a much less pricey endeavor in time as perhaps the hundreds of thousands of years it has cost us to achieve our current state of scientific and technological development throughout the ages of mankind. As with more knowledge, technological development, information, global communication, the faster we will create the necessary components of change to our mind, psychic, and vision to celebrate whatever we choose to achieve for ourselves. The purple dot picture I put on the video in the beginning was taken in 1990 by the Voyager 1 spacecraft from an incredible distance of 6 billion kilometers. It shows us how insignificant we truly are in comparison to the size of our universe. Seeing this picture, I feel could motivate us to act as a unit in a single species, beyond the limitations of nationalities and borders, which are our current dogma that needs to be overcome, and to use our collective energies and powers for the great adventure of opening new realities in our world and the coming beings and creations that will arrive at place. As we outgrow Earth, our contemporary ideas of self, and the current limits of our reality, I believe that mankind survives the transition to a more civilized state from its current condition. Whatever we have done as a species to this point across hundreds of thousands of years will pale in comparison to what is to come. As we move throughout the centuries, millenniums, and millions of years into the future, this point in time in history will equal perhaps a single step on a journey of billions of steps that could end up not only in inhabiting and shaping this cosmos, but maybe into the discovery and entrance into other universes. I believe that idea of seeing ourselves as the only beings of the cosmos will not only make us feel and be unique in the face of all that is, but it will encourage us to bring forth our own being and energies, to transform our universe in time, to fill it with our will and imagination, and immense potential of creativity. The energy of such massive undertaking already exists in us, for we are infinite beings rediscovering our true nature across time and eternity. This universe is the expression of falling in sleep and imagining ourselves as a creation in a sea of stars and planets and light. But it's also the opportunity for us to rediscover ourselves, our divinity, or light, or being. I think the vastness and emptiness of the universe, if it is this way, it is this way in order for us to unleash our immense energies. So let us see ourselves as the only thing. And let's see our universe as an open blank page where we can create, write anything we wish upon it. I feel this is more exciting to see the universe this way. It is perhaps this the stage of consciousness that we require in order to fulfill that potential, to access the potential that the entire universe represents, you see. Anyway, this is my thought for this evening, and I hope it made you think about it, even if you disagree. Well, I guess I'll see you next time. Good night for now, friends. Bye.